Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of this podcast. This is where we talk about the news and the reviews of this past week in wrestling. This is Tale of the Tape, and it starts right now. So the first topic of talk, we are going to be going through the news from this past week, and it's been a hefty lot of news. If you want to flip to your right page, because I can see that you're not on the right page right now. The thing is, he's requested bits of paper to read them, because he doesn't want a laptop or a tablet. He's requested. That's not the first bit of news.
Old school.
Yeah, just like you. There we go.
I need glasses for that. Gee.
Well, it's a good thing I can actually read, innit?
Uh-huh.
And also, do you like a little backdrop? That's cool. If only I had one. Okay. Yawning. You're tired already. We're not even a minute in.
I'm old.
Look old. But there's been news. We're gonna go. Is it political? Is it World War III news?
Mm.
We're gonna talk about Night of Champions. Obviously, it's in Saudi Arabia.
Is it on? Is it off?
Well, let me go through the timeline of events.
Oh, is it back on again?
Israel wants to get rid of all nuclear assets that Iran have. Now, they asked the USA to help them out in that. And there was a couple days or a week where we were really speculating if the USA would get involved in this war. And they did, because on the weekend of this week, last week, the USA bombed nuclear sites in Iran. They said they completely obliterated them. However, you can put it up to a debate whether or not they completely got rid of their nuclear assets, because Iran have said we're still doing our plans to make a nuclear bomb. Now, this led to many US bases and US citizens on high alert in the neighbouring countries of Iran. One of them neighbouring countries is Saudi Arabia, where Night of Champions is going to be. That's where we loop back round to wrestling, because the same day as the US strikes, it came out that WWE staff were stuck in airports as airspaces were closed for a certain amount of time. Qatar's airspaces were closed, Saudi Arabia's airspaces were closed. So many of the staff were stuck at the airport and they couldn't go to Saudi Arabia. With SmackDown and the Night of Champions being in Saudi, many people said WWE should not be going there because of safety reasons.
Yeah. Which you can understand.
Exactly. There was even reports saying that US jets were flying from Saudi Arabia's air bases in Saudi Arabia's airspace to protect Saudi Arabia. So that country was definitely on high alert. So should they really be going and putting on this big of a show in Saudi Arabia at the minute? Now, this is where the plot thickens. The World War III plot thickens, because Iran bombed a US airbase in Bahrain, which is right next to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This further meant people came out and really worried for the wrestlers and the staff of WWE, because they were pretty much going into an active war site, in which, to be honest, they have done this before in Iran. They've done Night of the Troop. No, what's it called? Their military show.
Yeah. Tribute to the troops.
Tribute to the Troops. Now, they've done Tribute to the Troops troops beforehand at a US air base in Iran, but this time it's different because there's bombs literally going off. It's a literal active war zone. And then on Monday night for us in the UK, it was around midday in America, news came out that there was a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. This was great news. It meant Saudi Arabia was safe and the show could go on. But then the next day, what happened?
There was
Israel
fired some missiles over to Iran, and like boyhood, childhood, school eras, Iran, fired straight back. Where
Yes. The ceasefire was broke.
made Donald Trump
Swear.
swear.
Dropped the F-bomb. What did he say without saying the F-bomb?
The F-bomb. He was disgusted in these two countries, and they didn't have a clue what they were doing.
No, he said that both countries were clueless. To be honest, it's the first thing that I've actually agreed with Donald Trump from his presidency, that both countries in this war are awful. I don't agree with any of them. Israel are bad, Iran are bad. I mean, if they get a nuclear bomb, the world's doomed, because Iran is a terrorist state. They shouldn't get a nuclear bomb. Israel, they've done so much to disagree with them. Gaza, Palestine, that war there, literal having a blockade around Palestine, not allowing aid in. Both sides are awful. But this is a wrestling podcast and I won't go any deeper into that. As of now, the show is still
Just let's
going
hope everyone's
ahead.
safe and well.
That's all we can say. And now I can bring you over to a statement that Triple H put out into the IWC. Get to that page. There we go. There we go. It's a good job we're not doing this live. Then all of this stuff can be cut out.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so
He
Triple
said,
H has left a good kind of speech.
a long speech, which I will read out.
Resolving the matters.
The safety and security, I'm not going to do the accent. The safety and security of our WWE superstars, staff and fans is always our top priority. We are aware of current situations in the Middle East, including the recent attacks by Iranian forces on US air bases in Qatar, not Bahrain. We remain in constant communication with the US and Saudi officials, as well as our own security and risk assessment teams, to monitor developments and ensure all necessary precautions are in place. With that being said, hang on, I'm joking. Carry on. With that being said, WWE has always stood for resilience, strength and unity. We will not allow the actions of foreign advisories to dictate or disrupt the spirit of our global fan base. Therefore, the Night of Champions premium live event, scheduled for June 28th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, will proceed as planned. WWE is proud to bring this incredible event to our fans in Riyadh and around the world. We look forward to delivering an unforgettable night of sports entertainment while honouring the values of patriotism and perseverance that our company and our superstars represent. Can I just have a round of applause for that, man? Because that was incredible. That was Thank you. I'm going to draw this curtain because hurty eyes.
Okay.
But still going ahead. It's going to be a good show. There is a match that has been cancelled. We'll come to that in a minute. But it's going to be a very good show.
It's gonna be
Like always.
some some would say it's going to be a banger.
Like most shows WWE have put ahead, they've had banger after banger after banger.
But this time I think they've closed down on the banger bit.
Banger after.
Which
Could you imagine?
which
Could you
basically makes me think pyrotechnics. Will they have it?
No one wants to see your dirty armpits.
Yeah, pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnics.
Could you imagine
It's
Cody Rhodes' entrance?
It's a sensitive.
Adrenaline.
It's a sensitive type of
Out
thing.
the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Whoa.
Yeah, it's quite a sensitive solution. I know it's an entertainment purposes, but
There's an unwritten rule where it's like you can't joke about it for 10 years after it's happened. Like you can't joke about 9/11 for 10 years after. But it's 10 years. It hasn't been 10 years after, so we can't really joke about it yet.
And we wouldn't do it anyway.
We wouldn't. We
in
wouldn't
respect
even,
to
we wouldn't even
people
think.
that have lost their lives.
Yes. We wouldn't even think about joking about it.
No.
Because we're respectful people.
Exactly.
In other news, let's get away from World War III. There it is. There it is. Say goodbye to it. Say goodbye. There, we've gone away from World War III. Let's bring in our news mascot, shall we?
It's Mr. Chick.
Mr. Chick, should we... sorry if you're wearing headphones right now.
Mr. Chick.
Mr. Chick. Mr. Chick.
So it's gone
Tell
from
us
serious
all about Mr.
to
Chick.
sensible, and now it's gone insane.
Walmart, again, we'll talk about wrestling in a minute. Walmart, which, do we have a Walmart in the UK? We don't, do we?
Theoretically, we do,
What?
but it comes under the name of ASDA.
What? Asda. Asda's.
Because
Asda's.
have been taken over by Walmart
Have they?
years ago, yes.
Asda's. Wow. So could that mean, because in America, Walmart have started to sell AEW merch. They're now calling it Wilmart after Will Ospreay. Wilmart.
We're not going very good with these puns, are we? Really?
And surprisingly, their merch is all elite, and it's also all exclusive to Walmart,
It is.
which is fun. It doesn't matter about us because we don't live in America, but Walmart's pretty good. Do you mind, Do you mind? I mean, you're like scrunching up paper right in front of the microphone,
Sorry, boys.
and you've just hit the microphone cable with your feet.
And I'm over the place.
Again, this is a professional podcast, and you're just ruining. You're ruining it.
Sorry.
You're ruining it.
Sorry.
You should be.
Yes.
WWE Unreal, the Netflix show.
It is unreal.
It is.
It's unreal.
It's unreal. But
It's insane. It's unreal.
shush.
Carry on. As you were.
I swear you're autistic. Every podcast you get a little bit more autistic.
As you were.
WWE Unreal.
You can't really say much. Can
Is the Netflix show. WWE Unreal is the Netflix show. It's the Netflix show.
Leave Mr. Chick.
Coming to WWE, and it's going to be all about the behind the scenes creative shows. The behind the scenes creative shows. If I show you the behind the scenes right now, you'll see a messy room. Studio. It's a cool studio though, isn't it?
It's a cool studio. You have memorabilia left, right, and centre. As we showed you last time, the handmade bronze statuettes.
Completely my idea.
We're back to differ, but it's.
MDT
They were
came
good.
with it.
They were
My
good.
damn toys.
They're good.
Subscribe to his channel. It's really good. Subscribe to our channel because we're better than him. I've got a grass egg over there.
You what?
A grass egg.
Yeah.
Should I go and show it? Show and tell.
My goodness me.
I swear I did this last week as well. Huh? I swear I did this last week. It should be a...
Can we have a bit more light?
What do you mean? Okay.
Yours are fine, but I'm in the red, yeah.
Bear in mind, bear with us people, because Mr. Fussy over here.
That's better. Oh, hold on a minute, I can see your face. Oh, dear me, ho.
I might just sit behind the camera for now. Don't disrespect me.
And you want someone professional in front of the camera. I get it, yes.
Welcome to this week's segment of Show and Tell. He's not the Show and Tell mascot. We'll bring him back in a minute. In today's Show and Tell, we're showing off a grass egg.
Don't ask me how it's got anything to do with the wrestling, but it just doesn't. It's gone completely boom. Everything has gone insane this week. We were going to do a sensible, mature
this podcast is a funny podcast now. We've made this into a humorous, funny thing.
A humorous.
For the first couple of weeks it wasn't. We were serious for the first couple of weeks. But we're in week 5 and we're not serious anymore.
And we have a few more views.
Yeah. There's a hair on this.
Have a nice day.
There's a hair on this. But guys, what do you think of my grass egg?
It's grass.
I got it for Easter.
And it's egg.
And I still keep it.
It's got nothing to do
Look
with
at it. Ah, no, my grass egg. Alright, let's get back to the news.
Alistair Black is getting the push. What?
Yes. You've skipped loads.
Alistair Black is getting the push.
I haven't.
Wow.
Shush. No, we're still on Unreal. So, yeah, Unreal is coming out. It's released on the 29th of July. Next up, Pat McAfee has said he is very, very tired and exhausted, and that's why he's having a well-deserved break. Jim Ross is cancer-free. Oh, you didn't cheer for that, though.
Jim Ross, come on.
I can do a really good impression of Jim Ross.
Don't. The poor lad has got Bell's palsy.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's got something wrong with him. There we go.
Well, this is absolutely unbelievable. Robert Ryan is in the final. That's Jim Ross. That's Jim Ross. Really hurt my ears. That's Jim Ross.
And that's Mr. Chick telling you what.
Jim Ross is cancer free, bless him. Alistair
Black is getting the push.
Is getting a push.
Oh, getting a push.
Getting a push.
Yeah.
Well deserved. I seen a tweet the other day saying, "Oh, these superstars will be better in WWE." Andrade, what has he done? Nothing.
Nothing.
Alistair Black, what has he done?
He's had a good few matches.
Yeah, against a couple skippable SmackDown matches.
Right.
Ray Fenix, what has he done?
Not much.
Penta
is coming out of his shell.
Yeah, not until recently though.
Yeah, but he's still good on the roster.
Mariah May, what has she done?
You mean Blake?
Blake Monroe, what has she done?
She's only just come into it.
Exactly.
You ain't giving anyone a chance.
Because AEW is a better brand.
Yeah.
Vicky Guerrero has been telling people she is returning to WWE. What? Yeah. You should get rid of them two. And keep AEW.
How does it look better?
Yeah. Because them two are not good. AEW is better.
Yeah.
You should replace them two with Collision and Dynamite.
AEW.
Collision. Dynamite.
Dynamite. Triple A.
Yeah. Because... Yeah.
Triple A.
Lucha.
Mr.
People really don't like Vikingo.
Mr.
T.
Iguana.
Oh. People really don't like Mr. Vikingo.
No.
Well, Mexican people don't like Mr. Vikingo. Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah,
has
I've
been
heard about
people
this seems interesting.
She is returning to WWE in the coming weeks. And what is in the coming weeks?
SummerSlam.
Evolution 2.
No, sorry, Evolution.
Evolution 2 is in the next couple of weeks.
Well, yeah.
And she said she might be coming back in this. That'll be definitely something to keep my eye on. However, there's been an injury bug going around WWE as of late, isn't there?
There certainly has.
The following people. You can do this bit.
The following people.
I want to see you butcher these names.
Butcher them.
Yeah. The door keeps on opening.
It's John.
I don't like it. What? Go through them names.
Okay, so the following people, wrestlers, professional wrestlers, who actually have
Just locked us in.
injuries, are as follows:
You still haven't gone over them yet.
Tonga Loa,
Tongaloa,
Chad Gable,
Chad Gable,
Drew McIntyre,
Drew McIntyre,
Kevin Owens,
Kevin Owens,
Liv Morgan. What is
Liv Morgan!
Liv Morgan, she's doing a film anyways.
She's done the film.
Oh, she's done
The what?
Hollywood.
The what?
Dominic
Mysterio.
No,
she should know.
Dominic Mysterio
what-
was
what-
injured.
what's she-
He wasn't.
Liv Morgan, what is she doing?
Hmm?
What is she doing?
She was doing a movie in Hollywood.
No, what's the other word for a movie?
Cinema.
No. Say the word.
Film.
Huh?
Film.
Film.
Okay, so are you taking a mick out of people where I come from?
Yeah, I am.
You get lynched.
Film man.
Dominic Mysterio.
Only people from Biker.
Is he really injured? Or just he
Dominic.
doesn't want to perform?
No, he's got a rib cage issue.
Well, so has everybody else got rib cages.
No, it's like broken or something.
Okay. Eli Dragunov.
Ilya
Yeah.
Dragunov.
Tamatonga.
I knew you'd mess up a name. Tamatonga.
Yeah. Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair.
Really? She only just came back.
She's injured.
I don't think about that. Otis, well, yeah.
Otis, oh yeah.
And the
That was
other,
really good.
and the other family member, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he's in.
Boyaka, boyaka.
Big E,
Big E.
probably never ever come back.
Probably not.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo!
Yeah. And last but not least, if, by my reckoning,
He's a different person.
Chad Gable is injured,
He's a different...
then I should say that it's funny enough that El Grande Americano
Yeah.
is injured.
It's also been released that they've got pretty much the same injury. They've got the same injury. Just make the studio more messy. Yeah, but Chad Gable and El Grande Americano have the same injury, and it's been released that they got the injury by doing the same thing.
What's that about?
Well, now-
El Grande is getting his tattoo removed.
But I've heard that El Grande Americano could be Ludwig Kaiser. He was behind them.
He was. I noticed that.
I think El Grande Americano could be Ludwig Kaiser.
Nah, it's too thin.
Ludwig! No, he's not. He's massive.
too thin.
No, he's not.
El
Ludwig
Grande
Kaiser.
Americano is a lot bigger than Ludwig
I can do a good Ludwig
Shrimpy.
impression.
Come on. And anyways, it's, like I said, we have...
Gentlemen, I demand all your gratitude. Next up in the news,
Trademark.
WWE have trademarked the name The Oracle.
Why?
Because that's the new name of Paul Heyman.
Is it really?
He's been saying he's the Oracle
Well-
for the past week. Paul Heyman is the Oracle.
They want to be careful with that.
Why?
A certain person could be upset with that name.
Red Bull.
No.
Oracle Racing.
No.
Why? Who?
It's, what do you call him?
Won't be pen.
From
Sorry.
Benidorm.
Oh, for God's sake. I don't know. No
The
one
comedian that's in Benidorm
one
that
watches
throws the
Benidorm.
darts. Remember when he threw a dart in the episode and he came out as the Oracle?
No one watches Benidorm.
I'm just saying, look it up. The Oracle.
This is worse than my grass egg.
Forbidden Door
Forbidden
has
Door
reached how
has
many?
reached 11.8k people.
That's 2 in this room.
11.898 people. And 2 of them are right here.
In this room.
Right here. Right now. We're going to Forbidden Door. We'll be vlogging it. I'll take me little camera apparatus. We're gonna be there. Tune in, cause the Tale of the Tape podcast
Could be live.
is going to London.
The O2.
We'll do a podcast we'll do one there.
Really? We'll get chucked out.
We'll be sitting right
They're
in our
not really
little...
licensed to do it outside.
Huh? We could do it outside. Tune in for next week. We'll be outside.
In the rain.
We could be called the Rainmaker.
But still, that's copyright.
So what if it's copyright? We had copyrighted music last week. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Anyways, Dominic Mysterio.
Versus AJ Styles at Night of Champions has been cancelled.
Because of his ribcage.
Because he has a hurty ribs.
He should relinquish that title.
You know what I've just had a thought? You know what this podcast reminds me of? Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
It's like an episode of Mr. Bean.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bean.
Mr.
The bells.
Yeah. The bells.
Mr. Bean. And here's his little toy.
Teddy!
Hello, Teddy.
Teddy. Hello, Teddy.
You what? You want to say hello to the co-host? There he is. Look, say hello.
Oh, that's really weird. But you think with his mouth when I squeeze it. It's really ticklish.
Let's not go there, please. We don't want to be putting fingers in chickens' mouths.
AEW has plans to introduce a women's tag team championships.
Really?
No, genuinely, yeah.
Is that a copy of somebody else?
Yeah, WWE. Raw will start 2 hours earlier next week, which is good for us.
Yay! Oh, sorry.
Because it will start at 11 o'clock for us and not 1 o'clock.
Why's that?
I don't know. They're starting 2 hours earlier. I don't know why. Because they want to.
Mm-hmm.
All In has passed 18.6k people. 2 of us... No, we're not. Okay.
We would have been if it was in a certain country.
Wembley!
It's heart, as we would like to say it, the heart of it all.
Of All In.
And that
It's the news!
Congratulations on your news.
Thank you. That is all I've got planned for episode 5, because I'm now going to hand it over to you, because you have got the reviews. Get out the review. Get out the review, mascot.
It's Kevin.
Kev.
Hello,
I'm starting to like Kev.
Kevin.
I'm
Kevin the carrot.
Kevin the carrot.
The carrot.
Gay carrot, because he's rainbow.
But he's good.
He's a good mate.
He is.
He is.
You should see his mates.
Really?
Mm.
Come fly.
He's got a lion.
Does he?
Mm.
Come fly, let's fly away.
Anyways, right, review time. Not that you've already seen it,
Uh-huh.
but we're doing it anyways.
What? Yeah.
Smackdown.
Smack down.
Just gone.
Smack to the down to the down to the
Okay,
smack.
we're not going through all this again, are we?
Sorry. Go on.
Okay. We'll try and make it less boring, so you have to enjoy it, so you watch more.
Smack.
The more there is, the less people watch.
Can I make a rap song for stuff? We should have like shingles. Singles. What's the word? Yeah, shingles. That's what it is. Before like every segment.
Shingles?
Yeah.
I don't want shingles.
No, what's the little music piece that comes before the segments? The shingles.
That's not shingles, it's
Dingle.
no,
Bingle.
Yeah. Like radio stations having
Yeah.
that. Yeah. An intro type thing.
Yeah. Let me do an intro, right. Ladies and gentlemen, our next topic.
People want to watch this as well,
Our
by the way, not
next-
get bored.
Our next. Yeah, I'm trying to move it on. Our next subject of the podcast is. Say the name.
The review.
Review. What's happened this week?
Okay, on SmackDown, just gone, we have LA Knight
Yeah.
starting the show by calling out none other than
He
The
is
revolutionary.
The revolutionary.
he is the visionary. He is
Seth
Seth.
freaking Rollins. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talking about him. He wasn't happy, and then
He's not a very
to cut
happy
it
man.
short, he was interrupted by Mr. Paul Heyman,
Yeah.
and
What?
he said,
Can I do this bit? Can I see this? Yo, get out.
well, yeah, basically, get out before something happens. You will regret. Obviously, LA Knight, being
Yeah.
stuck his grounds, and out come the little boys
Bronson
Breaker
Reed.
and
Bronson Reed.
Bron Baker
Bronson
and
Show them your
No,
spelling
no,
mistake.
I'm not. Please, we're not doing this again. Bronson Reed and attacks 8.
Yeah. Nah. That's really bad.
Not only do they attack him, 3 tsunamis, bang, 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 out you go.
You know what he looked like, LA Knight, when he got the tsunami?
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving on to the women's
That's what he looked like.
semi-final of Queen of the Ring. Alexa versus Asuka. What a match. What a match.
It was really good.
I mean, Alexa, Asuka, you could have picked that for the final.
You could have. It was a really good match.
It
Should have
was
been
a
the
good
final.
match. Should have been the final, but it wasn't. And of course, to step forward into the finals was, of course, Asuka,
Asuka.
who
Faces.
faces, who will face
Alistair Black.
no. Who does Asuka face in the final?
I know this.
Oh, come on, you're supposed to be doing a wrestling thing, and you don't even know it.
Hey Google.
You don't know.
I do know.
I'm sorry, people.
I
but
do know.
He's supposed to be, you know, a wrestling thing, and he doesn't even know. I'll give you 10 seconds.
No.
9,
No.
8, 7, 6,
You can't do that.
5,
That's against my rights.
4.
No, I don't. I know when it is.
3.
Jade Cargill.
Thank you. The Storm.
The Storm.
If you weren't quick enough there,
Is
the Storm would have came as well.
Coming.
So, Alexa versus... Alright. Alexa versus Cargill. Sorry, Asuka versus Cargill
Yeah.
in the final at Night of Champions for the Queen of the Ring. What is your prediction on that?
Asuka. Because I like her.
Because she's come back?
Because she's a good wrestler. She's my favourite women's wrestler. I do like Asuka.
So you're saying Asuka. I'm going with, I'm sorry, Cargill.
I don't like Jade
I think
Cargill.
the Storm will develop.
Ha ha ha.
So, moving on to the next match, which was Aleister Black and Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson.
Not both of them together, just one.
But the match didn't even start, did it?
The match didn't start because it was interrupted by none other than
Ron Gellins.
R-Truth.
Ron Gellins.
Apparently he's going by R-Truth still, according to the commentators and that.
Ron Gellins.
To interfere, asking for Cena.
Give me Cena! Give me Cena! Oh, give me Cena!
While he was in the ring doing this, beating up Kit Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
a very bemused Aleister Black stood at ringside thinking, what the is going on?
Yeah. He was there like... Oh.
And that
Oh.
match didn't even get underway, so
No.
it went on. Out comes the Nightmare himself,
Adrenaline
Cody Rhodes,
in my soul.
to address
His
the
entrance will be fun.
universe,
His entrance will be fun at Saudi.
saying for the King of the Ring and that.
I'm not joking about it.
No. Which was followed by another 10-minute break, should
He's
I say,
got-
of
He's
yeet.
got one word, 4 letters. Yeet.
Yeet.
He's
So
boring
he
now.
was in the
He's-
ring, and then all of a sudden Sami Zayn appears in the ring,
Yes.
and it wouldn't be the King of the Ring if it wasn't for another person to appear. Mr. Orton himself has arrived. All semi-finalists in the ring together. All, may I say,
Sorry.
are very good buddies,
They are. They're very good buddies.
which you cannot label out a heel.
No.
So,
Very true.
yeah. In the
I
ring,
think Cody Rhodes will turn heel at Night of Champions.
once they all had their little bit of say in the matter, we get on to the first semi-final males match, which was Sami Zayn versus Orton.
Yeah.
Tough match,
Who won?
back and forward. In the end, we all know who won, Mr. Orton, but a very deserved win. Keeping me up.
Yeah. No, you're keeping me up.
Anyways, that match was then, and then Miss Tiffany Stratton announces that next Friday,
Next Friday.
because she is a bit cheesed off with Miss Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
So next Friday, and then this Friday in Saudi,
Yeah.
will be for the women's title, and it will be a women's last standing match.
Yes. Very nice.
Nia Jax comes to the ring, then she attacks Tiffy, and then whoa, caution!
Whoa! Caution, everyone.
because Tiffany was knocked out or on the ring. No.
No.
Get away.
Get out of here.
Okay. And this next one, I don't want to be disrespectful to Charlotte Flair.
Don't be disrespectful to Charlotte Flair.
No, but
No.
this was like what we would actually call a toilet break match against Chelsea Charlotte.
Women's match, toilet break.
No brainer. Charlotte wins, then gets ambushed by Alba and
That's what people actually say. They say women's match, toilet break.
Yeah.
Imagine what Evolution will be like. No one will be in the arena. They'll all be on the toilet.
The cleaners will have a big thing to do. But yes, she wins. Charlotte then gets ambushed by Alba and Pippa.
Pippa.
But to her surprise, well, is it a surprise?
Is it?
Alexa comes out and it gives Flair a helping hand,
Does she?
thinking that buddies.
Mm-hmm.
But as for instance, Charlotte Flair disrespected Alexa and walked straight past her.
Yes, very naughty.
We also had a call out from Solo asking for Jacob to come out. He then tries to attack Jacob Fatu,
Tut tut.
but to his help, none other than Jimmy Uso.
He's got a new theme song, and I'm really annoyed by it.
I think it's gone back, hasn't it?
He's gone to his like Jey Uso. That's his.
He has, yes.
I like the dun 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 dun. Oh, so yeah.
So as I was saying, Reed versus LA Knight next match.
Lovely, jubbly.
We all know what the outcome of this was going to be. LA Knight wins the match.
He wins the match.
Only
he
by
wins the
DQ.
match. Ah, boo.
By another ambush from Reed and Breaker.
Boo.
So, as we have it, next week on SmackDown in so-called Riyadh,
Riyadh.
we have a cinema. We have a seminar.
Sorry. What is that?
I don't know. We have a match for the United States title and also a big match for Street Profits. Now here we go. This will catch your eye.
Did you shoot?
The Street Profits
Yeah, I watched the.
have put the tag team championships on the line
Who?
in Saudi
Who?
on SmackDown
Who?
against the Wyatt Six,
Wow.
which
That's gonna
means
be fun.
SmackDown in Saudi, Wyatt Six versus Street Profits, the tag team champions. What's the next day?
What?
Night of Champions.
They might get their pay-per-view
They
opportunity.
might just get a pay-per-view opportunity.
All bombs will be let loose.
Well, we'll not go as far as saying that because it's a bit. Yeah.
Not like that. Not like that. How dare you?
No. Also on Night of Champions,
Night of
we
Champions.
Jacob Fatu
Jacob Fatu.
versus Solo for the United States champion.
Solo. I hate you. Solo.
Also on SmackDown this week, we had the rematch of Cena and R-Truth.
That ended awfully though, didn't it?
It certainly did end awful. Cena then ran away from Truth, taking his title with him, but not after.
Punk came
after
down.
that. But Cena hits with a title
Oh,
against CM Punk,
CM Punk came
and
down.
then CM Punk went through a table, but not
He
any
snapped into
any table.
a
It was,
Slim Jim table.
but it gets better.
It gets even better because what happened next?
What happened next? Come on.
I feel like I get more and more autistic every.
A couple of pipe bombs. Not from CM Punk, but
No.
from Cena.
Yeah, he sat in the corner
He
of the
sat
ring.
in the corner and he mentioned certain names.
Hi, Hi, Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah.
Hi, Nick Nemeth. Hi.
Yeah.
He's the figure collector. He is.
Yeah.
Hi,
Claudio.
Nevin.
Nevin.
Nevin. You're right.
This is poor.
What's his name? What's his name?
Claudio.
Claudio.
Nevin.
Nick Nemeth.
Nemeth.
Yeah.
Well, I call him Nevin.
You don't watch it. Yeah, clearly, because you written it down.
Yeah. But what a time for pipe bombs.
Who was that other guy?
Mentioning different companies at different places.
He mentioned Vince McMahon, but
And
that live.
Did he not?
Live, he mentioned Vince
And what
McMahon.
else did he do that
But his name got edited
CM
out.
Punk did?
Hi! I'm breaking the fourth wall!
The fourth wall.
Do you know what the fourth wall is?
Yeah,
What?
it's the fourth wall.
What is that?
I'm mentioning companies.
Let's have a little GCSE
Let's
drama.
have a little check. We'll stop the review for a minute. Let's go for it.
GCSE drama lesson for you.
Drama lesson.
I shouldn't have handed in all my vision guides. Let's have a little GCSE drama.
Okay.
So when you're talking about the fourth wall, you're
Yeah.
talking about an imaginary wall between the stage and the audience. And when you break the fourth wall, you talk into the audience and you talk at the audience. This happens very much in Shakespearean plays. For example, in Macbeth's monologue, "Is this a dagger I see before me?" He stares out into the audience.
Whoa. We're not going
my hand.
Shakespeare political, please. Keep to
Come, let me clutch thee.
And we've lost how many viewers now?
Nick Nemeth.
Let's carry on.
Oh, Nevin, according to you.
So let's carry on.
Let's carry on. But wait! Before you get into Raw, I've got a Tale of the Tape World's First, because we actually have a Tale of the Tape on Tale of the Tape.
Wow, then
Look
go
at
for
that,
it.
everyone!
Go for it.
We've got John Cena. Where's me pen? Where's me pen gone? Oh, that's annoying. Where's me pen gone? Me pen's gone off
Kevin,
somewhere.
what you done with it?
Where's me pen?
Kevin had it.
Shut up, Kevin.
He's come back. Don't worry, Kevin.
Here we have. I'm gonna use this. Here we have John Cena. Oh yes, great idea. Come here, Kev. Here we have John Cena, everyone, and here we have CM Punk, Night of Champions, Riyadh. Tale of the Tape, world's first Tale of the Tape on Tale of the Tape. How special is this? John Cena, he is from West Newbury, Massachusetts. CM Punk is from Chicago, Illinois. John Cena has the attitude adjustment. CM Punk has the what? Has the go-to sleep.
Yeah.
John Cena, he's a 17-time world champion. He's a Money in the Bank winner, 2012. He's a 5-time United States champion, and he's a 4-time world tag team champion. CM Punk, he's a 5-time, Booker T would say, 5-time world champion. He's a 2-time Money in the Bank winner, 2008 and 2009. He's a triple something champion.
Let me just stop you there. Let me just stop you. Sources have told me. Breaking news.
Yes.
News just in.
Oh. Dun dun dun. Dun,
we have some news of LA Knight.
Yeah.
During the SmackDown, he got severely injured by Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Tsunamis.
Yeah.
Didn't look good.
No.
Now I'm being told he is indefinitely out for the foreseeable future.
No.
Due to the actions of Bronson Reed on SmackDown.
Tut.
Yeah. But as we go on to Raw,
Pardon me.
who else came out as carbon copy of SmackDown, really? The
Pretty
revolutionary.
much.
The visionary. He is...
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah. Who kicks off Raw by saying, basically, he is the one to end all.
He ends it all.
And basically, first person he is warning is Penta. Why would he want to go to Penta? Why does he see Penta as a threat? Why?
Because Adam Pearce made a match between him and Bronson Reed.
Exactly. But instead, it was Bron Breakker who got the match against Penta.
Yes.
And after a really well fought match,
It was
back and
pretty
forward,
good. It was really
I
good.
mean, to one point, I thought Penta would have done it. He kicked in, he done this. Mexican Destroyer.
He
Love that move.
destroyed the Mexicans.
That is a move
Yeah.
of all moves.
It's a really good move.
But Breakker kicked out.
He kicked out.
Then Breakker with a spear. And Breakker wins.
But who's next?
Who's next?
See what I did there?
Yeah, who is next?
I stole your joke because I've seen it written down.
Recently on Raw, a big interview with Goldberg and Michael Cole ahead of his title match.
At Cinema.
Saturday night main event.
Yes.
Now he's saying
He's saying
this is his retirement match,
yes.
but it's for the title.
Yes.
What if he wins the title? And in his own words, we shall see. Does he win the title?
That would be funny. We have Goldberg ruining wrestling by taking one title. We have John Cena ruining wrestling by taking one title. What if we're just left with no titles?
It could happen.
It could happen.
Also on Raw, women's...
Yep. You're cleaning all of this up, by the way.
Women's semi-final, as we already know.
No.
We spoke about.
Semi-final.
Semi-final.
Say it properly.
We know. Jade versus Perez. Good match. Not hard fought, I'd say. But Cargill wins and goes to the final.
Cargill.
Becky
Yeah.
has a match with Bayley.
Hey.
For the title.
Bailey. Ooh.
For the title, may I say.
I wanna know. If
Bayley
we might
has a
go.
good match. I mean, this is a good... She always puts on good matches, I must admit.
She does.
Virtually, nearly winning the title. But who interfered?
You spelled it wrong again.
Lyra.
What's a
But she thought she was
Stella.
helping Bayley.
lyrics?
She got involved. She basically had a go at Becky.
Yes.
But then Becky won on a DQ.
No.
And Bayley wasn't very happy. Saying this
She
is
wasn't
not the
very
time.
happy.
This was not the time.
Mm.
This was not the match. This was not the time.
Sound like Piers Morgan there,
She cost her the title.
or like Jeremy Corbyn or something.
Yeah. Now, as we get on to injured wrestlers,
Injured.
Chad Gable in the back
Yes.
met up with Penta. Now he said to Penta, "You no match to me. I'll take you down."
Yeah.
Pushes him.
Oh.
Now obviously Penta
Oh.
just coming out of a match,
Yeah.
all fueled up,
Yeah.
straight into Chad.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Bang goes the
Bang goes.
bang goes to the arm.
Yep.
And puts him out of action, and maybe El Grando. But, as you say, who was lurking in the background?
Ludwig Kaiser.
And he had a good look.
Mm.
Yeah. Does that mean he wants to take on the role as El Grande?
Maybe.
Maybe. As the night revolves, Rodriguez, Raquel.
Raquel.
Should we call her Raquel Two Belts? At the minute?
Why?
Because she has 2 belts.
No, but Rodriguez is taking. No, but Perez.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Or do we?
Or
But
do
we don't.
Well, at the beginning of Raw, Perez came in with Finn Balor. Dominic, one of them. And you could see a little white strap peeping out of her bag. You know, also has a white strap.
Yeah.
What?
Belts.
No. The tape that she uses to
Ah,
wrap
right.
her hand with.
Stupid, isn't it? So, anyways, Rodriguez calls out Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
Maybe not a good move
Not a
for
good move.
Rodriguez.
Not a good move.
Rhea comes to the ring, has a good little battle with her, but then is overpowered once again in the numbers game.
In the numbers game.
Raquel and
Raquel
Perez.
Perez.
We don't know yet.
We
but
don't know.
Are we seeing the next women's tag team champions?
Yes, we are. Because it was leaked.
It was. Rhea goes backstage, goes to Mr. Pierce, or as I'd like to call him,
Piers Morgan.
Morgan.
Jesus.
Piers Morgan, and she orders a match.
Who?
Rhea Ripley
Mm-hmm.
against Rodriguez
Mm-hmm.
at Night of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
But not just an ordinary match,
No, no, no.
a street fight.
Street fight.
As if they haven't got enough troubles over in Saudi. Anyways, yeah, that's below the belt. That's what it should be called, below the belt. Speak to me. Speak to them.
I'm muting.
What the? Really?
Yeah.
It can't be.
Yeah.
Alright then, on that note, we'll move on to the main
Let's
event.
move on.
Rhodes versus Jey Uso.
Oh.
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Two of the longest
Two.
entrances in history.
It's just me, Oos.
Just him.
Day
you-
one, it's
It's
just me,
Oos.
Oos. Day one, it's just knock 'em all up and knock 'em down like this. It's not funny. Do I have to moan at you again? Because I will. Let's put him down. Jey Uso came out.
Jey Uso came out. Another good match.
Another good match.
Spears.
Spears.
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Jey Uso done a crossroads on Cody Rhodes.
Crossroads.
Careful with Kevin.
Sorry.
We'll have the anti-protest of against carrot people onto
Yeah.
us next.
Spears.
Spears.
That was a
Frog
spear.
splash.
I'm not
Bang.
doing a frog splash.
And in the end, we all know what happened. Cody Rhodes wins, faces Orton.
1,
End of match.
2, 3.
Respect where it's due. Uso, Cody Rhodes, shakes hands, gives a cuddle. Bye bye. On we go.
On we go to Saudi.
If
Boom.
it happens. That's my review. That was Kevin. That's him. Say goodnight.
Yeet. He's still here.
He's gone. It's a bit hot, isn't it?
It is pretty hot in here. My hay fever's messing
We're
up.
getting. We're coming
yeah.
into a heat wave, I think.
My eyes are
There's
on.
one.
Is there?
Yeah, on Saturday.
On Saturday. Why?
Cargill.
And not the storm from the atomic.
No, we're not going into that one, are we? We cannot
No.
make this any more political than it could be.
This episode has been really political.
It has.
Why is that?
But don't forget to subscribe if you can.
Yes. Next
Like.
episode we'll be talking.
Let us see that magic double figures in views, double
Yes.
figures in likes.
Let's make the
Please.
amount of likes
I know we're
equal to the amount of comments.
amateurs. I know we're bad.
I mean, look at our microphone, man. Look at it.
I know we're bad. We're in a dingy little basement until we
We're not in a basement.
gets going.
There's a studio in said
But
town that we live in.
all put aside.
There's a studio in our said town that we live in. We should go do it there.
Yeah, all put aside. We're doing our best.
We are.
Everyone starts somewhere. Please
Yes. Bear with us.
subscribe.
This episode.
Like,
This episode will be called
Views.
political wrestling.
Political.
Yeah. Because it's been quite political
There's
this
a
year.
lot of political wrestlers.
This week has been
There is.
pretty political.
You cannot. I would not like to see politics in wrestling. It's just.
This week has been very political.
It has.
Next week we'll be talking about Keir Starmer and his two-tier police.
Yes. It is hot.
It's very hot. Last week was hot. This week is hot. To be honest, we've got two bright lights shining right at us.
Yeah.
They are really bright.
Do you know what we did forget this week?
What did we forget?
What we said we were going to have a little bit of a talk about. Running out of time now, but
Dead people this week.
dead people this week.
Oh, it is actually that.
It was.
Who's died this week?
Well, not exactly dead that died, but we could have had a forum of, say, Owen Hart. You know, his tragic in-ring entrance.
That was this week, weren't it?
It was. His tragic in-ring entrance was just, well, it was devastating.
Yes, this week, all them years ago, he died.
hmm
There he is. There he is. Let's all say a prayer together.
The late, great Owen Hart.
Thank you very much.
The best.
Now let's get to this podcast really doesn't suit that, man. We've been talking about Cody Rhodes' Saudi entrance blowing up the arena.
Pyrotechnics.
We've been talking about how many mistakes are on them. We've been joking. I brought in a grass egg, for goodness sake. A grass egg.
It's gone from grass eggs to
Owen Hart.
politicals to Owen Hart to...
What is this podcast?
It is.
Tale of the tape.
Yeah.
Let's talk about subjects each week, though.
We have to, because we need views. We need people to
Each
subscribe.
week,
we need people to
this will
be
be structured.
engrossed in us.
We are structuring this podcast. We have news first, then we'll go into reviews, and then we'll go into show and tell. We're having a show and tell segment each week.
We have...
Last week it was my bronze statues. This week it's me grass egg.
We also have
Tune in next week.
the most courageous sub-co-hosts, Kevin the Carrot, Mr. Chick. We need somebody else.
Who do we need? Who?
Well, if we could borrow, but it'd be copyrights. We could have had a buzzard.
Yes.
We could have had. We've got a carrot. We could have a rabbit.
We could.
Yep.
We should buy a rat. We should have a pet rabbit
A
for
witch.
the podcast. Huh?
A witch.
A witch.
My God, could you imagine if we could turn this
Into the Firefly
Into
Fun
this.
House.
as a tribute?
Yes.
Let me know what you think. Should we bring
buy-
extras?
Should we buy
What would
the
you
puppets?
like? If you can comment, what would you like to hear?
You.
Are we doing something wrong? Let us know, please. On a serious note, we are trying. This is...
And starting from this week, we're going to see a change to the background. We're going to jazz up the background, because at the minute it's just grey curtains and a blue wall. We will change up this background.
So, I appreciate everyone that watches these to the end.
To the
'Cause
end.
some people probably won't even get as far as that.
No.
But if you get to the end, let us know, please. What would you like to listen to? What would you like us to talk about? Are we doing something good? Are we doing something bad? Subscribe, like, get them views in.
Comment.
Let us know. We're just normal people doing a normal thing,
Yes.
broadcasting it to you. Please. On a serious note, let us know, please. Down to you.
On that note, it's been a fun one. It's been a good episode. We've had laughs. We've had cries.
We've had political measures.
We've had politics. It's been a good one. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe to the video if you're new. Comment what you want to see. And we will see you in the next
And we will
episode.
listen. We will listen.
We will listen. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks,
We
peeps.
appreciate it. See you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.